You know what I was thinking about this morning when I was coming into work? I was thinking about a lot of opportunity that people don't even recognize in the marketplace, in our sector. You know, our sector is precious metal recovery, platinum, palladium, rhodium from catalyst. You know, there's a lot of different types of catalyst out there besides catalytic converters or, diesel, oxidation catalyst. You know, one of the biggest sectors out there that's an underserved sector is industrial. When I say industrial, we're looking at power generation, and I call that oxidation catalyst, because they're basically bricks that are, stacked in an array, that are behind a very large engine, ICE engine, internal combustion engine. What are we used to in automotive? We're looking at 4, 6, 8-cylinder vehicles typically.
And maybe some 10 cylinders.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how big are those engines in the power generation sector?
They could be a 24 or 32.
I think the way they work is they're 16-cylinder. It's 16-cylinder, 32-cylinder, 30, 16, 32, all the way up to 64 cylinders.
Wow.
Those are some big engines.
Yeah, that's massive.
And what are they burning? They're usually say they're located, in a city, municipality. They're used to generate electricity. They're going to, turn a turbine to generate the electricity. But what kind of gas is being burned? Natural gas is a very common gas to be burned in those engines. Some of the other fuel sources, a big one is methane. You see these landfills that are, lined, and there's pipes running across and are harvesting the methane gas coming off the decomposing garbage in a municipality, right?
Right.
And they put a power generator right there. So they pipe that gas over and they burn it and they spin that turbine and they're making electricity for the municipality there. But then also in the sewage plants where they have digesters where they're digesting the sewage.
Right,
That's
that makes
putting off
sense.
a fair amount of methane that they're harvesting.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, you used to drive by a sewage treatment plant going up the freeway, and you knew it was there. Today,
Right.
nothing.
Right. Different story.
It's a different story. So it's not being released in the atmosphere. It's being harvested. It's being collected, used as a hydrocarbon to be burned. So, but these units, these are some extremely large catalyst systems. They could be a ceramic honeycomb, silicon-based. They also can have titanium, aluminum titanate in the substrate, which is a no-no for the pyrometallurgical processing
Right.
of ceramic. Just doesn't work in the furnace. So that's an issue. It's not an issue for us currently because we've come up with a solution to that, and we're able to handle that material through our facility and our partners in the business. But then there's also metal foil substrates, big units of metal foil that have catalyst. Typically, there's no rhodium on any of these. It's either strictly platinum or platinum with a little bit of palladium.
Yeah.
So that's what we see.
Yeah. Yeah. No rhodium.
No rhodium. So these stacks or these arrays of catalyst, they last a few years, and they get plugged up with some fly ash coming off the combustion motor, after combustion, and they need to be replaced because they clog.
Right.
And so, there's service companies out there that are replacing these stacks of catalyst, and for many, many years, find their way into the landfill, which is unfortunate.
Definitely. We lose the PGMs.
We lose the PGMs. And so I see that as a very a good area for recyclers to get involved in here in the United States. I know that the scrap yards in this country, they get just about everything that's coming in. You know, they see it all.
Yeah, definitely.
They even see this type of catalyst that's coming in. But people in the PGM sector have a problem in that, you know, they're typically dealing with smelters, and this is not a feedstock for a smelter. So unless you know, you've got a long-term contract with a very, you know, large smelter that has some capacity that they can feed it in to their stream, but the capacities for those smelters are typically already contractually obligated, and it could be years before you could get that material into the flow.
Right.
Because there's only so much capacity available for that.
Yeah. And they're going after the high grade
And
material.
high grade is what everyone can make money with. The low grade, not so much. It's a lot harder. But you know, we've come up with a solution to that. And I just think it's interesting, at least to talk about it. You know, make people aware in the automotive sector that, especially on the scrap metal recycling side of it, if there's scrap yards that are looking at the video and they see this type of catalyst come in and they're not able to really get a good bid for it from their AutoCat buyers.
Right.
We've got a solution for it. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, that's good.
What are
That's a
your
good
thoughts
point.
about that?
Definitely. I think if we get the word out to more and more recyclers, scrap yards, that we can handle this feedstock, we can handle it in large numbers, that's not a problem.
Right.
You know, just reach out and we'll
Yeah, well, the
discuss it.
ceramic can be handled in the very similar way that we're handling AutoCat. And it doesn't require decanting from a catalytic converter.
Right.
It comes in as bricks. We call them oxy catalyst brick. Call them oxy brick around here.
Yep.
And so, you know, these stacks of bricks, we crush them, we mill them, turn them into a powder and sample them and pay out based on analysis. And then that material gets shipped out to be processed by our partners. And the foil, the metal foil, the big, large arrays of foil, they're handled the same way as foil catalyst from automotive. They're shredded.
Yep.
And the powders are collected up, analyzed, paid out on assay. Same basic process. A little larger, more bulky, a little bit of extra labor involved, but it's a different type of labor versus trying to decan wires or metal foil catalyst from catalytic converters, because you don't have the can fraction that you have to separate, and there's a whole labor step involved with extracting the monolith from that. So yeah, it can be handled.
Absolutely.
People can make money with it. If you're not aware of it, it might be something for others to look into. Give us a call. I know, Rich, you could quote terms on that, and
Absolutely.
We get people paid.
That's right.
Isn't that the idea?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Helping people get paid for items that they might see it now and they don't have a source for it.
Right.
Or now you just enlighten them
Well,
on
we've
another
been handling this material for
stream.
a lot of years, and you know, recently we've stepped into the processing about a year and a half ago for automotive spark plugs, and we've been approached by some of our industrial accounts that are servicing these power generation units, where we are acquiring that type of catalyst for processing. And they've approached us for the spark plugs for natural gas power generation units, and but they're different.
totally different than what we're used to seeing.
We're
in
used to
automotive.
seeing a 14 millimeter spark plug versus a 19 millimeter industrial spark plug for natural gas.
Right.
So the tooling on this is different than what the tooling that we have set up to process automotive spark plugs.
Correct.
And the volumes are different too. So we're not seeing the volumes from industrial that we see in the automotive sector. But, you know, we get approached by different clients and we're asked questions. Can we handle this, that, or the other thing? And, I mean, we're not out there promoting necessarily, or we haven't necessarily been promoting the industrial side simply because our phone rings anyway.
Right.
But I guess, you know, eventually we're going to come out with a new website and it's going to address that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So So it'll be, one more product that we can just, share information to the public with.
Yeah, let people know that they have an outlet, a resource that actually purchased this material and we can get it processed.
Yeah.
It's all about the circular economy, right? Get it, process it, get it back into the economy.
Yeah. Get paid.
And get paid.
Yeah. Get
That's
paid
right.
in a timely manner too.
That's right.
Get that quick turnaround.
Quick payment.
Yeah. Everybody needs quick turnaround.
Yeah.
This is a capital intensive business, this recycling of PGMs.
Definitely.
And people need to get paid quick. It's very important. Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, thanks.
That's what I had on my mind
That's
today. I wanted to
great.
share it with you.
Thank you. Thanks for enlightening all of us. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you very much.